This is ABC 7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Under heavy security, the Sarasota City Commission discussed a resolution against assault weapons. But after a barrage of pro-gun speakers and some key advice from the city attorney, commissioners backed down, at least for now. ABC 7's Ray Collins is just back from City Hall and joins us with an update. Ray?
Haley, what a night. The right of free speech versus the right to bear arms at City Hall. And one side won out, at least for now. In the wake of last week's Orlando massacre where 49 people were killed, Sarasota City Manager Tom Barwin wanted to pass a resolution against assault weapons.
Let the change, or at least the discussion, be joined at the grassroots level of local government, which is not yet dominated totally by special interests. You can advance the momentum to save lives and prevent more mass shootings by adopting the Save Communities resolution before you this evening.
But it was easier said than done. Under tight security, dozens of people filled the commission chamber, and most of the speakers, in fact 2/3, were there to shoot down Barwin's resolution.
If you take our weapons away, or you support or say to the government of the state of Florida that you want to support that kind of thing, you're going to leave these citizens unprotected.
Second Amendment doesn't say rifles, shotguns, handguns. It says arms. I get to choose what I want.
But others, like former City Commissioner Ken Shalin, grew frustrated that a resolution against assault weapons quickly turned into a debate about the right to bear arms.
Are we going to continue to allow people to die and not allow us to have a conversation about it? That's wrong.
I need to sound a note of caution here.
In the end, City Attorney Robert Fournier cautioned the commission that even a resolution could cause a lawsuit.
I think that there is a risk involved. I don't really understand why you would want to take it under the circumstances.
Commissioners reluctantly voted against the resolution for fear of being sued.
Isn't that something? We can't even be protected for speaking on our own behalf.
Interpretation of the Second Amendment takes precedence over the First Amendment.
Called white Americans.
Earlier during the debate, Commissioner Susan Chapman caused a reaction when she began a sentence saying, quote, "Up until Orlando, the mass killings were done mostly by what we call white Americans." And then she said,
many of whom kind of the scary type was here tonight, frankly.
So commissioners will discuss at the next meeting about asking the state attorney general for an opinion on whether they can pass a resolution against assault weapons. So Haley, certainly a sharp turn from the usual talk about parking meters or roundabouts tonight. It was all about gun control at Sarasota City Hall.
And Ray, it appears they want to pass this resolution, even though the majority of speakers tonight are against it.
Yeah, in fact, some suggested that the city ask voters this fall in a referendum about a resolution about this issue, but that might be too late for that.
Interesting. And as we noted, it's symbolic. It's not making a ban here in Sarasota. It's sending a message.
Completely symbolic, correct.
All right. Thank you, Ray. A Sarasota man is busted for possessing several fully loaded guns. The arrest happening this morning along Martin Luther King Jr. Way in Sarasota. Police charging LaMarcus Slidell with carrying a concealed firearm. He is a convicted felon. Sarasota police officers approached Slidell and noticed a gun in his pocket. They also recovered 2 other firearms. Slidell says he bought the guns because he was shot 5 times in the past. The city of Venice is exploring a new tax to pay for fire department expenses. Council members voted to move forward with the first steps of a proposed fire tax. That would be levied on all property owners. The money would be used to pay for all fire department operations and capital costs, including the cost to replace aging fire trucks and other looming expenses.
So we couldn't very easily contribute $2 million to one department for one function for a year. That would pretty much devastate the capital plan. We want to basically give the fire department a much better, stable revenue so they can count on equipment, the proper safety devices for them, and also the manpower that we need to operate a fire department.
If approved, the fire tax won't be implemented until 2018. For now, council members have directed staff to work with a consultant to come up with details for this tax. A report from Florida's Department of Environmental Protection is raising concerns about possible ground contamination at a former golf course. Developer Highland Homes plans to build 142 units on the site of the old Palmview Hills golf course in Palmetto. But some neighbors worry construction could be harmful to their health and safety. That's because a 2014 DEP Clean Sweep report that looked into the former golf course called the operation sloppy and in need of housekeeping improvements. It referenced improper storage of herbicides and insecticides. Now, nearby residents are calling on the county to do further testing.
Whoever the owner is responsible for cleanup if there's issues. They're responsible for any of those environmental concerns on their property.
So we really want somebody independent to come in here and test the soil at various locations and say, hey, everything's all clear, or you've got a big problem here.
In a statement, Highland Homes told us they're eager to meet any and all regulatory requirements. And now let's head over to Bob and take a look at our forecast, which feels spectacular tonight, Bob.
A very pleasant night. You're not going to see a summer night like this, I don't think, for the next several months. A very dry atmosphere has moved in. It will still be nice tomorrow night, but not as dry as we've seen. There is a tropical depression now. It was a tropical storm. Danielle is now over land and losing some strength. It has been downgraded somewhat, and this is our fourth named storm of the season. That's a record. The earliest time we've had 4 named storms in the Atlantic Basin. Top winds now down to 35 miles an hour, going to continue to move off to the west and cause a lot of problems with flooding there over portions of east central Mexico. For us, we had a few showers around this evening. That's been about it. A little bit of low top showers, if you will, had made their way through, but this dry air will stay with us, it looks like, for at least one more day. We'll have a look at the rest of the week's forecast and let you know about the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Authorities are investigating 2 separate motorcycle accidents on the Suncoast that killed 2 men. Sarasota police responded to a crash near Mound Street and Bayfront Drive around 3 o'clock Sunday morning. They say 32-year-old Ryan Pignatelli of Bradenton hit a guardrail and was thrown off the motorcycle. Pignatelli was awake when officers arrived, and he was rushed to Sarasota Memorial Hospital. He died about 2 hours later because of internal injuries. The Florida Highway Patrol is investigating a separate crash in Sarasota that claimed the life of a 25-year-old motorcyclist. That accident happened at the corner of Bee Ridge Road and Oakhurst Boulevard Saturday night. According to FHP, Aaron Daly was heading east on Bee Ridge around 9 o'clock when 65-year-old Robert Larson turned left right in front of Daly. Daly's motorcycle collided with Larson's car. Daly died at the scene. Disgraceful and disrespectful are just some of the words community members are using to describe the cemetery at Sarasota Memorial Park. This cemetery is on US 41 in South Sarasota. Some of the families of people buried there are upset with the lack of maintenance. They say the grass has not been mowed since Memorial Day, and you can't even see the headstones. Today, a group of local residents decided to take it upon themselves to clean it up.
We made everybody aware and nothing was being done. We saw that there was veterans plots out here, there's children buried out here, and so we just thought it was disrespectful, and so we wanted to help out.
I decided that maybe I should help try to pretty it up a little bit. I personally, the way I look at it is I find it's kind of disrespectful to let this happen.
Kevin Angel, who helped organize the cleanup, says the cemetery's owner told him he is out of the country and does not have a lawn crew. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, large wildfires continue to grow in California, and the death of Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin. Could it have been avoided? Officials say the vehicle that killed the actor had been flagged for safety problems. On the Suncoast.
And across America, the news you care about
is on your Suncoast News at 5.
And ABC World News Tonight at 6:30.
People you trust. Scott Dennis, Haley Wilkes, David Muir.
First, the Suncoast.
And then the world.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast. Only on ABC 7.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
You know what scares me? No electricity. Yeah, when this magical box suddenly stops working, I call the pros at Mr. Sparky and they send a superhero to save the day. How's it going, Pablo?
It's going great, Mike.
Pablo possesses amazing skill. He can perform incredible feats at blinding speed. Superhero.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Modest, too.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Just to be clear, I don't live here.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, it's all about getting more for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. Stop by to see our new state-of-the-art showroom today, and you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet, a new 2016 Subaru Forester, for just $229 a month. Complimentary maintenance included at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
We are delighted to have Dr. Kaminsky join our team at the Totoli Cancer Center.
I'm a radiation oncologist. I was at the National Institutes of Health, most recently at the Medical College of Georgia, specialized in central nervous system cancers, prostate cancers, and other types. At the Totoli Cancer Center, we have a level of technology that is second to none.
He has a great wealth of knowledge and shares the same passion that we have for patient care.
My family and I are happy to be here in Sarasota and I'm excited to treat our patients here at the Totoli Cancer Center.
Well, Bob, I was shocked by how nice it was outside compared to what it's been the last few weeks. It feels fantastic.
It really is amazing. Now, seriously, I don't think I've ever remember seeing dew point temperatures in the mid-60s, lower 60s in summer, and we're officially there.
In summer.
It just started just after 6:30 this evening, and a lot of people out there checking the sunset out, and a lot of photos sent in too. I know I shot some video of the sunset from the Van Ways. A lot of people are responding to that. And that's North Jetty. Cindy Desmond sending that one. This was from Siesta. Paul Taylor, another nice shot as the sun was setting. A nice sailboat right there with pretty calm seas. And Art Conforti showing some people out there in the water. It's a little dangerous, you know, right at dusk out in the water. About knee deep, and sometimes those sharks go around that time of night, so be careful. Tom Bennett Park, Joanne didn't get the sun, so to speak, but she got the clouds there, and boy, what a brilliant shot that was, Joanne. Appreciate those photos. A lot of people out shooting them. Nice sky tonight, too. Clear skies, comfortable conditions out there, and we have the strawberry full moon. The strawberry moon, that's what it's known as, this particular full moon. And this is no longer a tropical storm. We talked about that earlier. Good news on that front. And the front that moved through our area on Sunday is down to our south. It's a stationary front, and Danielle now has been downgraded to a tropical depression. You can see a lot of dry air in place all across the state right now, and that's really limiting the normal afternoon and evening thunderstorm pattern that we would expect this time of year. Last week, it was all the high humidity. This week, very dry conditions to start things off, and should stay that way on Tuesday and throughout early Wednesday. Radar's live sweep not showing anything going on here, and will stay that way overnight. We're looking at generally clear skies right now, 78 degrees. Dew point, there it is, 64 degrees. And the humidity a comfortable 62%. Winds out of the east at 10. The pressure way up there, 3016, and that is holding steady right now. Our high was 91, so it was above average, but it felt a lot nicer out there with that lower humidity around. And the low this morning was 73. We'll be a couple degrees cooler than that to start things off tomorrow morning. It should be really pleasant out there. And the rainfall so far for the month, we're over an inch above average. 69 in Jacksonville, it's 74 in Orlando. Much warmer in Miami and Key West. It's 82 there in Key West, and temperatures all in the upper 70s, although we have some mid-70s in Sebring, Avon Park, and Lake Placid, and low 80s now at Braden Beach and Cortez. Lows should be Tuesday's lows. It will be into the upper 60s to low 70s, but also we will see Wednesday's lows similar to these readings. So a couple of nights of some cooler temperatures to start things off on both Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. Then we start to get back into that high humidity, I think, by Thursday especially. Showers over the East Coast tomorrow, but nothing for us. We'll start off with sunshine, and then some isolated showers are possible late in the afternoon and evening tomorrow. More so on Wednesday, but that rain chance not all that high. This model may be a little overdone in the return of moisture in the afternoon and evening, but by Thursday, I think there'll be a wide variety of showers and storms around across our area. Well, in the tropics right now, Danielle continues to weaken and push off to the west. The long-range models are indicating we may see something pop up in the Western Caribbean and get into the Gulf. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out in about 7-8 days from now. The next storm's name would be Earl. So that's the next one up on the lineup there. We've already had 4 named storms. A high tide at 3:14 in the morning. Low tide will be at 7:05. And sunrise 6:36 tomorrow. The forecast looks like this for boaters. East winds at 10 to 15 knots. Seas running right around 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 85 degrees. And beaches will see high right around 87. Pleasant tonight. Cooler. Lows into the low 70s. And then for tomorrow, look for another gorgeous day. A few sprinkles possible late. 88 your high, and northeast winds at 5 to 10. The extended forecast calling for increasing chances for showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening through Saturday, although the timing starts to change again on Sunday and Monday of those storms with some coastal showers in the morning. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. People on the West Coast are experiencing extremely high temperatures, and conditions are only getting worse. A massive heat wave descending on the southwest U.S. has made conditions dangerous for 50 million Americans. Temperatures have reached 120 degrees in places like Palm Springs. In Southern California, crews are working around the clock to put out wildfires near San Diego. In Arizona, a man died on a hike after running out of water.
Yeah, we are seeing slightly higher than normal call volume. We've had over 100 calls related to heat, specifically to heat-related emergencies in the past 24 hours.
Air travel is also being affected. Overheated air gets so thin it creates lift problems for planes, meaning they sometimes can't land or take off at area airports. The Jeep SUV that killed Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin this weekend had been flagged for safety problems. Yelchin's Jeep rolled down his driveway and pinned him to a brick post in front of his Los Angeles home. More than 100 crashes have been reported with the 2015 Grand Cherokee. That's due to a gear selector problem that caused confusion about whether the vehicle was in park. Owners haven't gotten an official recall notice yet, but they did receive a warning about the problem in May. Fiat Chrysler said it will investigate this accident. The Senate vote on 4 gun control measures, 2 sponsored by Republicans, 2 sponsored by Democrats, failed this evening. The legislation introduced a little more than a week after the tragic massacre in Orlando became the worst mass shooting in American history.
In Orlando, 150 balloons were released into the air as friends and family said goodbye to Brenda McCool. While in Washington,
the motion is not agreed to.
The motion is not agreed to.
The motion is not agreed to. The motion is not agreed to.
4 pieces of gun control legislation, not one received the 60 votes necessary to pass. Senator Cornyn's proposal would have put a mandatory 3-day waiting period on a gun buyer who also appears on the no-fly list.
Well, we actually all agree that terrorists should not get guns. But under the Feinstein approach, the gun sale would be denied and the bad guy walks away. Nothing else happens. Under my amendment, the FBI is notified.
With both Republicans and Democrats offering up solutions, neither side won. But Democratic Senator Blumenthal says he will seek common ground.
Republicans are going to be unable to look themselves in the eye and look their constituents in the eye this November if they fail to heed and hear the American people saying enough is enough. We want action.
There was one victory for gun control advocates today. The Supreme Court decided to leave in place gun control legislation passed in the wake of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting.
It's personal. It's my home state. It stemmed out of my mother's murder. Regardless of the outcome tonight, the issue is on the forefront of everybody's mind, and that really in itself is a victory.
And shifting gears, a surprising change, of course, in the case of a Florida teen accused of pretending to be a doctor. Malachi Love Robinson says he wants a new attorney. He was in court today to either accept or reject a plea deal. Instead, he asked that his attorney be removed from the case. Love Robinson opened a clinic in January at the age of 18, even though he doesn't have a medical license.
I'm praying, number one. Just keeping myself calm.
Love Robinson now expected to be in court this Thursday for a status hearing with a new attorney. The case is scheduled to go to trial in July. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
We have a lot going on tonight. You pretended to be a despicable jerk so that everyone would think you were a despicable jerk, and now everyone thinks you're a despicable jerk. This is
I'm pretty good at it.
Bad plan, Chad.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to 2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
"Hey, Culligan man."
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Now, sports.
The Rays have faced 4 tough losses in a row, but they would try to break that losing streak against the Indians today. The game taking place at Progressive Field in Cleveland. The Rays took the lead in the first inning with 2 runs, but couldn't hold on until the end. The Indians would take this one at home. Final score 7-4 Cleveland. The two teams will go head-to-head once again tomorrow night. And of course, also in Cleveland, the celebrations extend into a new day after hometown hero LeBron James and the Cavaliers bring home the city's first sports championship in more than 50 years. The Cavs knocked off the reigning NBA champs in a dramatic final Game 7 in what's being called one of the biggest comebacks of all time. ABC's Adrian Bankert has more.
As the team plane touches down, a sea of Cleveland Cavaliers fans offer the new champs a huge hometown welcome. The Cavs players all smile, celebrating a first ever NBA championship for the franchise after being down 3-1. The Cavs clinching an emotional victory in Game 7.
Emotions for LeBron James.
MVP LeBron James collapsing on the floor in tears.
I pour my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and against all odds.
It's the first major sports championship for the city of Cleveland in more than 50 years. Fans on the edge of their seat. Steph Curry leading the Warriors to a first-half 7-point lead. By the second half, it's neck and neck. With just 1 minute to go, the score tied. With 53 seconds left, point guard Kyrie Irving's three-pointer puts Cleveland ahead and seals the fate of Golden State.
Man, I thought I had a good chance. I really did, because it could have gone either way, but I'm glad it went in our favor.
The victory full circle for LeBron, whose jerseys were infamously burned when he left for Miami. Now back with Cleveland and bringing the ultimate prize.
Wish that would have been us, but at the end of the day, you congratulate them.
I can say I sit at some place that no one has ever been, and my teammates as well. This is it's truly amazing.
On the way back home from Oakland, the Cavs stopped in Las Vegas to celebrate, and we happen to have our own championship memento right here, as many join the city of Cleveland in raising a trophy and a glass to a legendary championship. In New York, Adrian Bankert, ABC News.
A very small version of that trophy. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers straight ahead.
I'm Alan Cohn. Sarasota's gun control proposal. The city considers sending a message to lawmakers about banning assault weapons. We'll hear from both sides of the issue.
Tomorrow on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
College is the best starting line a Florida student could have. Since earning my degree at the University of Florida, I've gone on to be a NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Rookie of the Year and a team owner in the NASCAR K&N Pro Series. Thanks to the Florida Lottery, many more students will be off to the races with a brighter future. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Did you know? Many dogs are returned to shelters simply because they lack obedience. Contact Canine Corral about various training programs. We train dogs and their owners. Canine Corral, where the love is.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good.
Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Pomero Shop Furniture. After 66 years in Sarasota, we're still the leader in hard-to-find and custom-made furniture. We have literally thousands of fabrics and patterns to choose from, and our free in-home design consultation will help you create rooms in your home specific to your unique style. Our inventory changes daily, so come in today to see what's new. Plus, anything in our showroom can be part of your home the very next day. Pomero Shop Furniture, now with 3 locations.
Discover the biggest savings of the year on some of America's favorite vehicles during the Drive and Discover event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get America's best value, a new Grand Caravan for just $18,999 or a new Dodge Journey for just $16,999. Stop by today to shop the area's biggest selection of Ram trucks and save up to $8,000 on your new Ram. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Reporters usually aren't a huge fan of distractions during live shots, of course, but we could make an exception if this little guy showed up. This adorable kitten decided to crash a reporter's live shot in Michigan. You could actually hear him meowing during the reporter segment, maybe asking for his 15 minutes of fame or for, you know, an adopted family. The reporter stuck around to actually take a few pictures, and as you can see here, get a little video of the kitty. And the kitten's now at the local Humane Society awaiting adoption. I have a feeling this kitten will be adopted soon.
Grabbing the limelight. Right?
Yeah, I mean, already like becoming a star, right? So it's just destined for greatness.
Absolutely. He's running all around too. I think that's classic.
It is. It's very cute. If you have to have something mess up your live shot, you want it to be a baby animal.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice little kitten or a little puppy.
Or a puppy. We'll take animals of all kinds.
Right.
Well, I hope everyone got a chance to get out and enjoy this weather.
Should be nice tomorrow morning too. Early in the morning, really nice out there.
Get up and take a walk. Hope you had a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.